All right, the Vikings just beat the Packers at Lambeau. We are 4-4, but we have to talk about 5 losers from the game. Welcome back to Onebar and Lupagus Show. I'm Lupagus. Here with Onebar. He's made it safely back to his hotel room. Maybe it's a motel. I don't know how much he shelled out for this trip, but he's safe. He was in enemy territory, and now he's home.
Yes, we're going to be talking about some losers for the Vikings. Before we do that, remember, subscribe to the channel. Like the videos here every damn day. And before we get into the Vikings losers, just remember this. The biggest losers today were the Green Bay Packers and their fans. Leaving before the game was over. They were in the stands just pouting, wah. A lot of Vikings fans there. But yeah, we got to talk some Vikings losers.
They must have left like by the second quarter then.
I would have. Actually, I wouldn't have. I got a lot more grit.
All right, and we hate to do it. The Vikings won. They won at Lambeau. Not an easy place to find a victory, but they did. But we're going to find – we don't have 4. We don't have 5. We have 4 losers today. Let's start with the obvious one, the one that was very popular in the post game today. Greg Joseph, our kicker, loser.
Yeah, and he should be the popular one. 1 for 3, gross, yuck. Had a couple of rough weeks. I mean, come on, man. You don't have that much to do. You just got to make your kicks, and he didn't do it. We should have beat the Packers by more than we did. And Greg Joseph is what he is. We've said it in a previous video. It's just this is what he is. He'll make some kicks, and next week he'll go 4 for 4. Whatever, but you just can't rely on him.
Yep. We can't, and it's too bad. And it's those missed kicks that keep bad teams in football games. You want to put someone away. You hit those kicks, and this game is a lot different, and you're up by multiple scores early in this one. Packers probably feel like the margin's too much to overcome. But you missed a kick, it keeps them alive, and you hate to see that. So I'm going to go with one next here that I was kind of the lone wolf on this one in the post game, but I thought Caleb Evans had a rough game today. I know the Vikings defense as a whole balled out and really saved this one. It could have went south. The Packers had a chance to win a game. They had no right winning, but the defense stood strong. But Caleb Evans, he had the bad pass interference, a couple other plays. I thought he just the coverage was poor, and I just didn't think this was his best game today.
Yeah, I mean, watching it actually there, it's a lot tougher to see his faults. The pass interference was a big deal, but I'll let you. I trust you.
And on that play, especially, like all he had to do was turn around. It probably would have been an easy interception. He was all over the guy, basically like massaging his back. I think he even grabbed a little bit of butt cheek. He had one later too that could have been a call. They didn't throw the flag on. So Evans, grabby, very aggressive in coverage. I just today was not his game. So
it wasn't. But also, can we take a second just to acknowledge that the Packers, Christian Watson, they're just not good. They just don't have their players are just not very good.
It's a bad team. It's a bad football team, a bad football club. Let's talk with another guy who I don't know, when he's on the field, when he's getting the carries, it's just such a downgrade. And he got 18 as opposed to Cam Akers getting 9. Alexander Madison, our running back, I just thought he was a turd today.
He averaged 1.9 yards a carry, 16 carried, 1.9. Lupagus, I think we could put you back there and you would get pretty damn close to that 1.9. It's just, It is not happening. It's not happening.
And I don't know why you don't just cut your losses and just give Akers the load, make him the primary back. I don't understand it. And in his defense, I guess the one thing, like watching this, like some of these running calls, like the way these plays are designed, they're kind of like delayed runs. Or they're not like giving the running back full momentum to hit the hole. It's kind of like this weird, whether it's like a kind of a shift or like you're making a step and then you're getting the ball. So it's not like this instant impact, boom, 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 hitting the hole. But Cam Akers just looks like the better back. I mean, his first
carry yards. This is a theme. This is a theme. He doesn't get any yards on the ground. This isn't a couple week thing. I mean, it's been all season. So he absolutely deserves to be a third on this list. So whether it's the play calling, whatever it is, Cam Akers, let's go. Because Alexander Madison is not a number one back, at least in this offense.
And that's what's, horrifying, potentially losing Kirk Cousins. We don't have a running game we can rely on. We can't lean on the running game to not allow a rookie quarterback or a new quarterback coming in here to kind of get a pass. We don't have that. We ran the ball for 48 yards against one of the worst run defenses in the NFL. So our run game is very sick right now. It's
But we
bad.
did win.
We did win. We did win. We have one more loser, and I can't believe he did this again. But Jay Ward lined up offsides for the second time this year, costing this team points.
The best part was I'm sitting there watching it. It was a chip shot kick to begin with before they even had the penalty. Bounces. I mean, it was just gross. It would have just absolutely put a dagger that they already had 7 daggers in their body. It would have been one right to the top of their head. And yeah, it was, come on, man. Come on.
But honestly, I think there was probably 2 other guys that could have thrown the flag. I'm looking at the replay. I don't know if you saw it live, but I think there was about 2 or 3 guys who were lined up offside. But how does this happen twice? How does that happen twice in 1 year? You just got to find the ball and make sure you're not across it.
Yeah, it's. I mean, we're reaching here. We need to find some losers on this list, even though we're only doing 4. But he's well deserved of this.
He's the Ed Ingram of special teams. Just weird penalties. Just weird.
Yeah, but Ed Ingram. I mean, hey, watch your mouth.
Now.
He's playing fantastic.
He's good.
He's playing fat. Let's throw a final. Just the last loser of this list. We will give it 5. It's just Vikings fans and our Purple Hearts because Kirk Cousins. We're 4-4. We're turning shit around, and of course, even in a beautiful victory in Lambeau, the NFL gods have to throw us something here, and of course, it's Kirk Cousins out for the year. So our Purple Hearts are the last loser.
It sucks. It sucks. This team's turning around, looking good, especially this defense, and now this happens. Yeah, it's definitely a black cloud over a glorious, glorious day that we had at Lambeau. But that being said, we beat the Packers on their home turf, so they can lick it. They can lick my parts. All right, those are our top 5 losers from the game. Let us know if you have any more losers. Drop them in the comments. Don't forget to drop hashtag 10K to get in the drawing for some sweet giveaways we're going to be doing sometime later this week. I'm thinking Thursday-ish. I don't know about you, but
sounds good to me.
All right, also remember this. Human muscles are limited by our brain. We actually have the strength to move cars and boulders, especially me.
God.